everyone, Connie Stewart with SimplySimpleStamping.com, here with another video in my series called Flashcards. Today's card, oh, it just screams spring, doesn't it? I absolutely loved how this one came out. It was so easy, and hey, made with just 2 little pieces of cardstock. I can't wait to share with you how to make this little card. I'm going to begin, as always, with my flashcard template. Now, if you've not seen the very first video that explains flashcards and how they work, no problem. Just go to YouTube and search Connie Stewart flashcards. It'll be the first video to pop up, and it'll tell you all about this template and how great it is to keep these on hand and always be able to make cards in a flash. My flashcard pieces are in Lucky Limeade and Whisper White. My card base today is in Melon Mambo, and that has been cut at 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. So it's just a standard card base. Okay, well, let's go ahead and get started with our card base itself. I'm going to bring in my stamp, which is the Distress Dots background stamp. Fabulous for giving some good texture. I'm going to ink that up in Melon Mambo and stamp it onto my cardstock. It's going to look like that, so it's going to look awesome. And I'll set that off to the side so we can keep working on the rest of our card. Let me bring in my Lucky Limeade, and did want to do a little bit of work on this one as well. What I chose to do is to run it through my Perfect Polka Dots embossing folder. I really liked how the dots gave a really nice texture, but I got to tell you, I was like, well, I really wanted to do something to the corners. And Stampin' Up! Retired a little ticket punch that we had, and I loved it. So I thought, well, what else can I use? Well, since I was going to be using this punch anyway, I thought, well, let's see what it'll do if I just run it through on the corner. And I went, oh, look at that. It worked great. Let me show you what I did. I put it into my punch. I'm going to try to bring that in close so you can see. I lined up the corner of the cardstock with the metal inside the punch and just punch. And we got that cute little ticket corner. I'm so excited because, especially like I said, since I already had the punch out anyway. So there's my cute little ticket corners on my polka dotted cardstock. Yay! So thought that was just a fun little tip to share with you. Well, now let's come in. We've got that all done. Now I'm going to come in and show you how to work on our Whisper White. The stamp set I'm going to be using today is the Pretty Petites from Celebration. Now, this stamp set is only going to be available through March 22nd, 2013. It's a free stamp set that we're giving away during Celebration. So if you place a $50 order, United States, if you place a $50 order on my website at SimplySimpleStamping.com, you could take home this beauty for free. It would be delivered right to your door. Fabulous 8 little stamps in there that match the punch. We're going to be using this Hello today. And as you can see, I did go ahead and pre-punch some. I stamped in Daffodil Delight, Pool Party, Melon Mambo, and now I'm going to come in and stamp a couple in Lucky Limeade. Okay, so we've got that done, and now we need to go ahead and punch these out. So I'm going to bring in that Petite curly label punch again. Now the curly label punch, same thing. It's only available through March 22nd of this year because it is also available for free with a $50 purchase. So you could actually, if you ordered $100, you could actually get the stamp set and the punch. But listen, this project that I'm teaching you, this could be done with circles, with, you know, with the 7/8 scallops. So get creative. This is not the only one it's going to work for. Okay, well, I'm going to get all those punched out. And when I'm done, it's going to look something like this. And I want you to hold on to this piece because we're going to be doing something pretty awesome with it later. So now that we've got all our pieces cut and punched, we're going to adhere them onto our Lucky Limeade cardstock. Now I went ahead and did that in advance to save time. And can you see, I put a dimensional on one of each color so that I could pop at one of, every other one, I should say. So these are held on with snail. And then these are done with Stampin' Dimensionals. It really looks great. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but from where I'm standing, it looks pretty good. So we're going to do that. A little tip I want to give you when you're adhering these down, if you'll just lay them with the adhesive, just lay them on your cardstock very lightly, and when you're happy with them, then go ahead and give everything a press down. That's how I put mine together to make sure my spacing and all looked great. Okay, at this point we're going to add some ribbon. I've got some Pool Party ruffled ribbon. I just tied a little piece here on one end of it, just, you know, a little scrappy piece, and we're just going to adhere this to the back of our card I've just got a couple mini glue dots on the back of that. So we have this, looks great. Now let's come in with that little scrap piece. You're gonna love this. I was about to throw it away, but you know me, I'm gonna find a use for it. I'm just gonna put it into my paper trimmer, and I'm gonna trim off one side of some excess here. So I'm gonna have that. And then bringing in my scallop border punch, I am just going to punch myself, get this last little edge here, a nice little border. Easy enough, right? So when I went to put it and adhere it onto my card, you can see I'm hanging off just a tiny, tiny bit on here. See, this was the benefit of doing that little ticket corner punch, because otherwise, remember, your white cardstock's a little bit smaller than your top layer, so this wouldn't have worked otherwise. So I'm going to now line that up. You can see, hopefully, I am like, whoops, come here. I didn't stick hard enough. Put that down, there we go. So you can see my corner lined up perfectly with my little faux ticket punches. Awesome, right? I know. Okay, so let's bring in our card base, and I'm just going to adhere some, well, see, I thought I was going to be so smart and peel the backs off of those in advance, but that may have been a mistake. Well, not a problem, right? Because we make everything work around here. All right, so I've got some dimensionals on there. I'm just going to pop all of that straight off of my card, and there you have it. Oh, it just, you guys, I need spring so bad. And this card made me smile today. I sure hope it made you smile too. All the products that I used today, by the way, you can purchase all of these at simplysimplestamping.com. There's an online order button. You can order anytime you want. You can order in your jammies, whatever works for you, and you can have it delivered right to your door. And just think, it'll be there in about a week or so. You're going to be stamping in no time. It's great. And you know what? This flashcard technique will just totally transform how you do card making. Now, if the idea of cutting the cardstock is that one part that you really don't enjoy, I totally understand. And I have available now for my website viewers that you can now order flashcard kits to go. Everything you need for flashcards, all cut, scored even, envelopes, everything all ready to go to create 40 cards in a flash. How about that? Pretty cool, huh? So head on over to simplysimplestamping.com. There's lots more projects and ideas waiting for you there. Thanks so much for tuning in for my video today. Think spring, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.